Hello everyone, welcome back to another interesting video, and today I come live to you from Kevalla Farm here in Kampala, Uganda, and we are going to be talking about the things you should know before starting a poultry farm, before investing in poultry. Many people start poultry farming because of the excitement, knowing that there is a lot of money, but they end up failing.
Yes.
So today I've brought to Lillian to discuss with us, to tell us, because she's an expert in this field. A few months back, I featured Lillian on my channel. She quit her professional career to become a full-time poultry farmer, and she's indeed making a lot of money. She's never regretting the decision she made. So today I bring her back to discuss with us the things you should consider before starting a poultry farm. Lillian,
Yes.
you're most welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you for coming to check on us once again.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
I can see the farm is expanding.
Really?
Yeah.
And thank you for appreciating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Recently you told us that you quit your professional career to concentrate on this. How long have you been doing this?
This is my third year.
It is your third year.
Yes, I'm doing this business.
And so far, how is it?
So far, I'm not regretting. I'm actually very happy for quitting the other auditing job to doing this farming. And you know why? Because here, I'm so much interested in making money. And here I'm making far more than how much I was earning when I was working the other side.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want you to help our people understand poultry farming before they get into it. You know, there are many people who have started poultry
Yes,
and they fail along the way
Yes.
because they didn't get enough information about this business. So I would like you to guide us on that.
So this poultry business, actually for someone who is going to venture into this business, you have to take it so serious. You have to treat it. It's not a joke, by the way, because I've seen most people are becoming so rich from this business, and I've seen also people who are getting poor because first of all, this business is capital intensive. It needs a lot of money to begin.
Okay.
Yeah. So you find that someone has put all his money into this business without doing any research about the business. And these are the people who end up failing, and you find that it has taken all your money and you come back to zero. So before you begin poultry farming, the number one thing that you have to know, you have to do research. You have to do research, and when we talk about research, it includes very many things. For example, you have to first decide, because poultry farming is wide. We have people who are doing layers,
broilers, broilers, locals.
Yes, all that is poultry. So you have to first know where you're going to specialize. If you want to do broilers, and then if you want to do layers, or if you want to do both. And then you see.
Can't I do all?
Yes, you can do all if you're able. Yeah, if you have the resources, you can do all.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, all of them are profiting. You can earn profits from it. So if you have the resources, why not?
But Lillian, which one is more profitable?
Let me briefly talk about each one of them. So for those who are doing broilers, what we have to know when you're going to do broilers, first of all, it doesn't need a lot of expertise. So anyone can come and do broilers, because for broilers, you rear them for a period of only 5 weeks. And
short period of time.
Yes, a short period of time, and you're able to sell after that time. So it doesn't need for you to be an expert on rearing. For example, someone who is rearing the layers, you have to be having a lot of knowledge, about it. And then for broilers, another thing, it doesn't need a lot of money to begin. And then you can also earn from it after a very short period of time. And then also the diseases, they may not attack them like someone who is doing the layers, because you're having them at your farm for a very short period of time. So when we talk about the local birds, the only challenge with the local birds is that they are not going to lay each and every day for the whole year.
Sure.
Yes, because they take a break.
But I hear these guys of local birds make a lot of money, those poultry farmers majoring in that. I hear they make a lot of money.
Actually, they are making money because this business of poultry, whichever type of birds that you
comes
have,
up on the
yes,
market,
you're going to make money.
But these ones, they say that theirs is more profitable because their tray of eggs is 3 times more expensive than yours.
Than ours.
Because yours, okay, right now I think it's around 10,000, 12,000.
Yes, yes.
Theirs will cost between 30,000, 35,000.
The only challenge with the local birds is that they are going to lay for like 2 weeks and then they stop for like 3 weeks before they resume laying.
Lillian, you're serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Well, I need some poultry farmers who specialize in locals to confirm that in the comment section.
Yes.
I didn't know. I thought they lay continuous,
No,
just like these ones.
No, they don't lay continuously. And the only advantage with these layers, they are created to lay throughout the entire time that you're going to spend with them at your farm. They lay, there is no holiday, there is no weekend.
No
So
vacation.
They will give you eggs each and every day.
Every day you're making dollars.
Yes, and that is where the layers become more profitable than the local birds. And then another challenge with the local birds take long to begin laying. And then they also take a short period of time when they are laying than the layers. Considering other factors constant, at the end of the day, layers are more profitable.
Okay, so now I have decided on the type.
So now you have decided on the type. And then, for example, because I major in layers, I talk more about layers. So if you want to do layers, you have to know the breed that you're going to get. There are different breeds in layers, so you have to know a good breed. So if you make a mistake here, this is where you start failing.
From the beginning,
Yes, from
if
the
you make a mistake at the beginning,
it's where, you've just started on your failure. If you mess up here at the beginning. So you have to know there are breeds. For example, me, I've had Issa Brown. Issa Brown is so good, it gives you around 300 eggs in a year.
wow.
Yeah, and they are resistant to diseases.
Those are like 10 trays of eggs.
Yes, 10 trays of eggs. You remember in a year we have 365, 66 there days, but for it gives you around 300 eggs in a year. So they are good, they are resistant. Anyway, you have to know the breed that you're going to bring at the farm. And then also you have to do research where you're going to get your birds from. Yes. So you find that in the hatchery that the quality is not good. And then you bring your birds and you find that the chicks that you've brought to your farm are having problems because, how do they call it? The genes are transferred to the chicks. For example, if you find that the parent stock was sick, it means that those genes are going to be transferred to the birds, and when you bring the birds, you find that the birds are getting sick all the time.
Okay.
When actually the problem is coming from the hatchery. So you have to also know where you're going to get your birds from.
The first time I visited you here, you told me that you got some of your birds from Belgium. Is it Belgium?
Yeah. No, from Turkey.
From Turkey.
Yes.
They were shipped in.
Yes.
You picked them at the airport.
Yes.
Was it because of the local hatcheries that they are not reliable? What was the reason?
The reason, just like I've said it, what I know, those countries, because when we make orders, I've made an order and then the order is not delivered, and then those people, they give us a reason that it's because their birds are sick.
They are genuine?
Yes, they are genuine.
if the birds are sick, they are not going to give you
Yes,
that
they
order.
will not give us the birds because they will be knowing that the birds are going to be having the problems of diseases, so they don't deliver.
So here they do it the other way around.
So, you know, in my country, I'm not so sure, but what I know, those people, they are genuine, and when they are genuine, I'm sure, 100% sure that their quality is good. Because I've also seen it, I didn't have any problems with those birds which I got from Turkey. Another thing that you have to know, your farm has to be in an area whereby it is accessed.
Road access,
Yes.
accessibility.
Yes, you find that there are some people who take their farms and they put them in the bush. So transportation of eggs, okay, your products, and then also transporting feeds is going to be a challenge. The market for your products is going to be a challenge. So you have to set your farm in a location where it is easily accessed, and then also you choose an area where there is no too much competition.
Too much competition.
Yes.
Okay, like what kind of areas?
From my experience, I've come to see that people who are farming from rural areas are better than us who are farming from the city.
Really?
Yes.
Actually, I thought it is vice versa, because you people farming in a city, you're closer to the market. You're close to people who have money. People in the city have money.
And that is the problem. Because we've seen that this poultry farming is capital intensive. So, and people in the city are having money. So you find that everyone is venturing into the business. So you find that we are having so many poultry farms around, and which makes it the eggs are so many on the market. So you find that you're selling a tray of eggs at slightly lower prices compared to people in the village.
Okay.
Because there are also people, we call them brokers, who buy from us and they take eggs to the village.
Sure.
Yes.
Someone comes, buys eggs in Kampala,
Yes.
takes them to Mpigi.
Yes, to Mpigi, Busia, those areas. So which means if you put a farm in those areas, you're going to be selling at quite a higher price compared to us.
Okay.
And then also you have to do research about the business itself. How is it moving? How does it operate? How is the market of this business? Like I always talk about in my videos, for this business, if you want to make money from this business, you have to make sure that you're controlling diseases at your farm, and then also you take care of the feeds. You get yourself a cheaper formula, which is going to work for you. If you master those two things, you're going to become so rich from this business. Yes.
The formula?
The formula, okay, the feeding of the chicken, and then also how to manage diseases at your farm.
Now,
only two.
I'm sure I'm not going to ask about that formula, because even in the previous video, people were asking me, what kind of formula does she use?
Okay.
So, what is the best formula?
Now that one needs it's another topic of the day.
Okay.
Because a formula, it consists of many things, ingredients, and then also they are in stages.
Do you have a video on your channel about formulas?
Yes, I have videos on my channel.
Go and check out her YouTube channel. She has made videos about formulas already, but please go after watching this one. Don't go right out. First finish this video.
Yes.
So I'm going to link that video, or all of them, the videos about formulas.
There are many, because in these formulas we have stages.
Oh, okay.
Feeding the chicken, we have stages. We have pre-starter, then the starter, and then the grower stage, and then the layer. So there are many.
Have you created a playlist for them? Maybe what you do, you create a playlist for them. Then when someone comes, they watch one by one.
Noted, I will do that.
Yes, so I'm going to link them in the description down below.
Okay.
You'll be watching them.
Yes.
Okay, so you can proceed.
Yes, so and then when you take care of diseases, when we talk about diseases, you have to take care of biosecurity. When we say biosecurity, we don't only mean sanitizing yourself before entering the chicken house. We also mean even people who come, those people are not allowed to come to your farm anyhow. What you have to know, these birds are so beautiful, people like to see them. So if you just allow anyone to come, and you find that most people who come, they just want to come and see and feed their eyes, and when they are not even interested in beginning the business. So you avoid those people because they are the people who bring diseases to your farm. So biosecurity includes a lot of things. So when you're researching, you have to know all those things, and then also you immunize the birds, that is vaccinating, because you find that every month we are vaccinating something.
Every single month on the farm,
yes,
you have to
vaccinate the birds. And there are some people, anyway, some people don't even know the birds are supposed to be vaccinated. So you vaccinate your birds, and then we also talk about organic materials. You give them to your birds.
I was about to ask you about the organic materials. I've seen many poultry farmers making videos, feed your birds this, don't buy chicken feeds. How true are those things, Lillian?
Actually, those organic materials are good. They help to boost the immunity of the birds. But when you're giving them to your chicken, don't forget to vaccinate your birds. And then even when those birds get sick, don't hesitate to go and consult a veterinary doctor. Yes, you use them.
One farmer told me that they don't even vaccinate.
No, that is totally wrong.
They have their own concoction.
No, it's totally wrong. So what you have to do, you give them to your birds. What I know, they help so much on boosting the immunity of the birds. But also, you don't forget the other vaccinating. And also, when the birds get sick, don't run to go and bring the concoctions and then you forget to go and buy the drugs.
So it works hand in hand.
Yes, it works hand in hand. Yeah. And then also you have to study the market, and you know, if I produce eggs, who will be taking my eggs? Take an example. If you're going to start with a very big number of birds, let's say 5,000. Is that a big number?
5,000. Oh yeah, it's a big number.
Yeah, if you're going to, anyway, let's talk about 2,000. It means that each day you're going to be getting around 60 or 66 trays of eggs every day.
With 2,000 birds,
yes,
I'm able to get 60 trays.
Yes, each and every day.
That's a lot of money. 60? Okay.
Yes, every day you're going to
You
be
guys make money. Wow.
Yes, so 60 trays. So remember, each day you will be getting that number of trays. So it means that, and these eggs, they are perishable. After a short period of time, for example, if you've stored them so well after 2 months, but if your storage is there, then after 1 month. So you have to be having the market, people who are going to be taking those eggs.
Readily available.
Yes, available. So you have to study the market, and then also you have to know that prices change each and every day.
They are not constant throughout.
Yes, they are not constant. Poultry farming is like any other business. We have times whereby the business is booming.
Okay.
And we also have times whereby, the recess period.
Where things are a bit slow.
Yeah, a bit
but
slow.
Still, much as they are slow, you still make money.
Yes, we still make money, especially if you have prepared for this time. Because I always talk about it, that there are times whereby the feeds, because poultry farming, it plays around feeds, how you feed your chicken, and then also how you control the diseases at the farm, because you have to make sure that your chicken are not getting sick. And then if you plan your feeds very well, that is when you make a lot of money from this business. So I've always told people that you have to prepare for this time by stocking the feeds in seasons whereby there is a lot of maize on the market. So right now, The cost of feeds is a bit expensive.
It's a
and
bit
then
high.
Yes, and then the prices of eggs are a bit low. So for someone who has prepared their feeds well, they are making money. And then for those people who did not prepare, most
They are
of them
facing the music.
Yes, they are facing the music, and most of them actually are selling the chicken. They are off laying and getting out of business.
Yeah,
Yes.
indeed. So proper planning is very, very important.
It's very crucial in this
Yeah.
business. And then also for broilers, if we talk about those people who are going to rear broilers, I always advise those farmers to first get the market before they start producing. Reason being, for broilers, if they are to stay for a period of 5 weeks, and then after 5 weeks you don't get the market, it means that each and every day that adds, those birds will be eating from your pockets.
Wow.
And you find
They'll
that,
be eating on your profit.
Yes, on your profit. So I advise farmers to always get the market, and then you produce for those people before you begin.
Now, how do I convince someone that, hey, please, in the next few months, please keep this market for me? I'm the one who will be supplying you. Don't buy from others. How do I get that market?
The market. When you're looking for the market, you first see the market that you're targeting. For example, if you go to supermarkets, you will always find meat, broiler meat there.
Yep.
And then in our country here, if you're moving around the streets, you will find people roasting chicken.
Yes.
That is the market. People roasting chicken, and then these restaurants, they all want. So those are the places you go to, and you tell them, hey, this farmer, blah, 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 you tell them, then you will find that they are going to give you orders. That is how you look for market. And then for eggs, normally there is no challenge because the people want eggs. There is a lot of demand. But here, if you're a first-time farmer, you know nothing, you have no clients. So how do you get the market?
That's my point. That's my question.
Yes, how do you get the market? First of all, you have to make sure that something that you're producing is going to outcompete other farmers. How do you do it? You make sure that the eggs which you're going to produce are of high demand. For example, people want yellow yolk eggs. So if you're going to produce yellow yolk eggs.
How do I produce the yellow yolk?
Okay, for me, I use organic materials to produce yellow yolk.
Like green?
I give them green and even the guava leaves. And then also when you begin the farm, you start talking about yourself. Yes, you go to your neighbors, you tell them how you've started a farm, how you're going to receive eggs a few months from that time. That's how you look for the market. And it's a bit complicated in a very short period of time. After that, they will know you and they will start looking for you.
How about networking with other farmers? Can that help me solve the issue of the market? In case I'm starting, let me start moving around different farms, different farmers.
Yes, you befriend farmers. That one is also going to help you on tracking the prices of eggs. Yes, because if you don't have any farmer who is your friend, no one is going to tell you that the prices have increased. So you also need that also, you befriend. And then there are also groups for farmers. You make sure that you get one and join.
Be part of them.
Yes.
Last time when I was here, I saw you were helping a new farmer selling their eggs. They were bringing their eggs here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They had just started the farm.
Up to now, I motivated her to begin a farm, and just because she doesn't know anyone, so I told her that I'm going to help. I promised her that I will help you.
As she was starting.
Eggs. Yes, she's a first-time farmer. So she brings her eggs here, so I sell for her.
Wow.
Because I have. But the market is wide everywhere. Yes, after a few months, people get to know you, and they will, even if you're producing 1,000, trays each and every day. They will come and take all your eggs.
Okay. At the beginning of this conversation, you said that poultry farming is capital intensive.
Yes.
Does that mean me, Lawrence, who doesn't have a lot of money, I can't get into it? If I can, what is the minimum number of birds I can start with?
For someone who is serious and they want to make money from this business, I would advise they begin with 500 birds. Yes, that is where you can make serious money, and then you keep on expanding.
Okay, let's talk about 500 birds. How much money am I going to invest in 500 birds? That includes constructing the chicken coop,
house,
feeding, vaccination, up to until they start laying, giving me dollars.
For the structure, there are different structures. There are those people who would want a permanent structure.
Okay, since you give us all options. For someone who doesn't have a lot of money to put up a fancy one,
so
a permanent one.
Because these chickens, they don't want luxury.
Yes,
they
no
only need a shelter. Yes, they only need shelter from the rains, the sunshine, only that.
Let us start with the basic structure.
So the basic structure would cost you around 3 million.
3M for 500 birds.
For 500. And then the stock, 500, someone would want 2.5 million Ugandan shillings.
That is 5.5.
No, 2.5 for the stock.
3 million plus 2.5, 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. And then you need around 7 million.
Altogether?
No, around 7 million to feed.
7 million to feed a bird.
Yes,
so 5.5 plus 7, that is 13.5. Wow.
But the good news is, if you start producing, within 4 months, you will have recovered all that money.
Within 4 months?
Yes.
And for the rest, because you said they lay for 2 years.
Yes, they will say the rest is...
Now, 4 months, all the other 20 months, I'm making profits.
Yes.
How many trays do I get from 500 birds every day?
14 and a half up to 16 trays.
So let's say average 15 trays.
Yes, every day.
Every day. Guys, count how much money is that. Every day.
Yes. But just
for 2 good years.
For 2 good years. But just, and then after you also sell the birds and get an extra income.
Wow.
So you see how interesting it is.
So you didn't talk about the permanent structure.
The permanent structure will take you from 4 million according to the area where you are, because prices of materials also vary.
So the basic structure will cost about 3M. The permanent one will cost about 4 million
and above.
4 million and above.
Yes,
wow.
But when we talk about feeding, if you're planning to begin, it's where you have to start planning. You plan on the feeds. You can stock your maize. You can also stock the concentrate. Because also concentrate, there are times when it is cheap and when it is expensive. So you plan. But just as I've said, if you're planning to begin, you have to start planning on the costs. For example, you can stock your feeds when in good seasons, when the maize, the price of maize is cheap. So you buy and you stock. But when be careful when you're going to stock. You make sure you stock maize which is dry.
Okay.
If you buy and it's not dry, you spread it and you dry it. So make sure you stock maize which is dry.
Otherwise you'll make losses.
Yes, you will make losses, because if they go bad, that mold is so dangerous to the birds. It is poisonous. And then also concentrate you can stock. And then maybe you can bring the birds in seasons where prices of feeds are low. Yes, that is what you can do to reduce on the cost.
Wow, thank you so much for the info.
You're welcome.
This is really helpful. Is there anything else we are leaving behind?
I think with this information, someone can be able to plan and they begin poultry farming.
And do something.
Yes,
serious.
And they do something. And then, as you know, learning never ends.
Yeah.
We never stop learning. So if you want more information about poultry farming, you find all the information on my YouTube channel.
What's the name of the channel?
It's called Kevalla Farm.
Kevalla Farm.
Kevalla Farm. So everything about poultry, I talk about everything. We've not talked about brooding here.
Yeah, by the way.
So for someone who wants to learn, to know how they can brood the birds, how to vaccinate, everything is on my channel. So you can visit and learn more. And then also for someone who wants to begin poultry farming, I can help you set up the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can help you. You're busy and
Oh, I'm abroad. I want to start investing here.
Yes, I can just help you set up the farm. Yeah. And then I also have a guide, a poultry guide, which people get. And then once you're having that guide, it is able to guide you from day one up to the time when you offlay the birds.
Up to the time you start
Yes,
making
because
dollars.
it includes everything, the vaccination schedules, the formulas you've been asking. They are all included in that guide.
Wow. How much is that guide?
$100.
$100.
Yes, $100 only.
How do we reach out to you?
You're going to give them my contact.
Okay, I'll put it on the screen
Yes,
there.
a WhatsApp number. You just reach out. I'll be able to send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think for now, we say bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye.